guys, Sid here. I know for a fact that our mental and spiritual health is just as important as our physical health, and that all three go hand in hand. And if you're not mentally and or spiritually healthy, you won't be 100% physically healthy either. So let's talk about the power of positive thinking. Have you ever noticed when you're having a bad day that your misfortune tends to compound? Do you ever just say to yourself that you're having a bad day and hope that tomorrow will be better? What if you could set the tone of each and every day before you even got out of bed? It's not mystical, it's psychological and behavioral. And here's why. Positive thinking or positive thoughts change what you focus on. It changes what you notice. So your brain filters out information through the reticular activating system, RAS for short. It's basically like this. Your RAS highlights what you expect. So if you have positive expectations, your RAS will highlight supportive people, opportunities, and solutions. And if you have negative expectations, you will be highlighting negative people, missed opportunities, and problems.
You see what the problem is perspective.
Your brain filters out situations and literally adjusts your perceptual reality to prove you right. Here's an example. So if you'd say, I'm capable of becoming a better version of myself, you're more likely to notice challenges instead of problems, opportunities to do things differently than you have done before, and the skills you need to learn.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Positive thinking changes your behavior. So how does that work? Well, your thoughts influence your emotions, and your emotions influence your actions. Positive beliefs create more motivation, openness, and lead you to make better choices. Positive thoughts lead to confidence, which leads to taking action. Negative thoughts, on the other hand, lead to self-doubt, which in turn leads to hesitation and missed opportunities. They literally narrow the mind's focus.
Julian!
So we have a thing called neuroplasticity, and it's basically your brain's ability to reinvent itself. Your brain rewires itself based on what you repeatedly think. You probably heard the phrase neurons that fire together, wire together. Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you haven't heard about him, go look him up because he explains this in really great detail. So constantly thinking, nothing ever works out for me, strengthens anxiety pathways. Instead of constantly thinking, I can handle anything, which strengthens your confidence pathway. They definitely also influence how other people react to you. So your mindset affects your body language, your tone, your energy, and obviously communication in general. And people respond better to someone who seems confident and someone who is focused and opportunistic. Think about it. Imagine you're in like a life or death situation and have the choice between listening to someone who is ready to act and has a plan versus someone who seems like he doesn't see any point in trying anything and might as well just lay down and die on the spot. I don't know about you, but I would probably choose the latter. On top of all of this, positive thinking reduces stress and improves your physical health. Have you ever thought that you could think yourself sick?
I can't go out. I'm sick.
I know I have done it quite a few times when my lazy did not want to go to work. So is it that far of a stretch to say that you could think yourself healthy? A positive mindset triggers the release of chemicals in the brain. So neurochemicals, we're talking oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, and reduces cortisol. So obviously lower stress improves immune function, emotional resilience, creative problem solving, because a calm mind perceives fewer threats and more possibilities.
Anything's possible.
The body is literally shifted into a state where learning, logical thinking, and healing is much easier. Here's the big one. A positive mindset shifts your inner reality, which in turn shifts your outer reality. Let me break it down. Your interpretation of events determines your experience. There could be two people who have faced the exact same situation but have drastically different experiences. Person A sees an opportunity for growth and rises to the occasion. Person B sees only problems and goes into a downward spiral. Your inner narrative guides how you respond, which ultimately shapes your outcomes. Here's an example of a positive thought spiral. So first you have the thought, I can improve, for instance, and then you have the emotion, which follows motivation, which leads to action, you trying something new, which in the end leads to a result, you improving, and reaffirms the thought that yes, you are improving.
Yes.
So here are 3 practical steps and exercises that you can actually use in real life. Here's how to reprogram your mind.
This is big brain time.
Number 1, reframe your negative thoughts. So this is why self-awareness is so essential, because obviously if you're not self-aware, you won't realize the amount of negative thoughts you have on a day-to-day basis, and you won't be able to correct them. First step is obviously to notice your thoughts, to listen to your thoughts. You can reframe it into something realistic, but also empowering at the same time. So instead of, I suck at this, it would be, okay, I suck at this now, but I am learning, so through my learning, I will get better at it. It's not a lie, it's believable, and it's definitely much more positive than the original thought you had in the first place. This is actually using bridge statements and identity self-talk. So identity self-talk is, I think, pretty self-explanatory, but bridge statements are how you reframe these negative thoughts. So if you think to yourself, I hate myself, trying to convince yourself that you love yourself is probably not going to work. So instead of I hate myself, you could say, I am learning to love myself. You're already on the way there, but it's not such a huge jump into a completely different perspective and belief that you won't find believable in the first place. And this actually shifts your brain from survival mode into growth mode. Number 2, gratitude scanning. So right before you go to bed, pick 1 to 3 things that you were grateful for in the day and write them down. In German, we have a saying that goes, Übung macht den Meister, which literally translates to practice makes the master. Practice makes perfect. And this definitely rings true to this exercise because through gratitude scanning, you literally train your reticular activating system to automatically look for things to be grateful about.
Target acquired.
And lastly, we have the best possible self-exercise. So this is 5 minutes of imagining and or journaling about your dream life. The best possible version of you that you can possibly come up with and what that looks like as if you were living it right now.
Living my best life.
The devil is in the details, so make sure you include your senses. What does this feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? And what does it sound like? Trust me, this definitely plays a huge role into making what you imagine that much realer. Is that a word? You know what I mean. So research actually shows that it increases optimism and goal-oriented behavior for weeks thereafter. In conclusion, positive thinking doesn't magically fix everything, but it does, however, change your internal state, which changes your perceptions, actions, and relationships, and that effectively determines your experiences, which in turn make up your reality. So if you've made it this far and you have enjoyed the experience, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos on leveling up in the future. Now go listen to these 23 affirmations. Bye.